Carhelpout.com. It's the convenience.
Today we are going to talk about Honda Acura recall. Dangerous brake pedal defect explained. Welcome back to Carhelpout.com, your local mobile mechanic service. Near me here, it's a simple way to get an independent certified mobile mechanic service who will come or travel to you at any location at your convenience. Imagine driving on a busy highway when suddenly your brakes fail. The pedal sinks to the floor. Your car won't stop. For thousands of Honda and Acura owners, this isn't just a nightmare. It's a real risk. The latest Honda safety recall isn't about a minor glitch. It's about a defect that could make your brakes useless. When the system you trust most fails, every drive becomes a gamble. That's why understanding this recall is critical for your safety and everyone else on the road. We'll break down what's happening, which cars are affected, and what you need to do now. The information in this video could prevent a tragedy. If you're struggling to come up with cash for an emergency auto repair, you're not alone. That's why Auto Car Repair Loans offer a convenient way to gain quick access to the money you need when an emergency pops up. With loans up to $2,500 to $5,000. Visit carhelpout.com/repair loan to get started today. Don't forget, if you ever need to sell your house fast and as-is condition anywhere in the U.S., either to stop foreclosure, avoid county tax auction, or unwanted house, go to boracina.com/carhelpout and get a relief under house burden. Don't forget, if your local small business or good service website needs more traffic exposure from Google, Yahoo, Bing, and other search engines, go to carhelpout.com/SEO. They can help you when it comes to local SEO and online digital marketing service consulting. Honda and Acura have issued a major recall for late model vehicles due to a brake pedal assembly defect. This flaw can cause sudden total brake failure, no warning, no second chances. The recall affects some of the most popular models on the road. A faulty sensor or bolt could mean your brakes don't engage when you need them most. Ignoring this recall isn't an option. The risk is too high. We'll show you how to check if your car is affected and what steps to take. Your safety depends on acting now. The problem centers on a defective brake pedal assembly, specifically a pivot bolt and sensor that can loosen or break. If this happens, your brake pedal may feel spongy or disconnected, and your car might not recognize when you're braking. The result? Delayed or total loss of braking power, often with no warning. Affected models include the Honda Civic, Accord, CR-V, and Acura TLX and MDX from 2020 to 2024. Millions of drivers could be at risk. This isn't a slow decline. It's a sudden, dangerous failure. If you own one of these cars, you must take this recall seriously. Don't wait for symptoms. Act before disaster strikes. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and Honda have issued an urgent recall for over 100,000 vehicles. The defect poses a serious risk of crash, injury, or worse, especially in heavy traffic or bad weather. Even brand new cars could be affected. Owners are urged to stop driving and schedule a free repair immediately. This is not a suggestion. It's a direct safety order. Ignoring it puts you and others in danger. Get your brakes checked now. To see if your car is affected, find your 17-digit VIN on your dashboard or door jamb. Go to nhtsa.gov recalls and enter your VIN. If your car is part of the recall, you'll see a clear warning. Don't ignore it. Schedule a free repair with your dealer right away. Don't wait for a letter in the mail. Act now. This quick check could save your life. Verify your car's status today. Don't gamble with your safety. If the NHTSA website confirms that your vehicle is affected by the recall, your next and most urgent step is to contact your local authorized Honda or Acura dealership to schedule the repair. It is crucial to understand that this repair will be performed completely free of charge. Under federal law, manufacturers are required to cover all costs associated with fixing a safety-related defect, including parts and labor. You should not have to pay a single cent for this service. When you call the dealership service department, inform them that your vehicle is part of the brake pedal recall and provide them with your VIN to expedite the process. Be prepared for potential delays when you make this call. With over 100,000 vehicles involved in this recall, dealership service centers are already experiencing a high volume of calls and appointment requests. Furthermore, there can sometimes be an initial shortage of the necessary replacement parts as the manufacturer ramps up production to meet the sudden demand. This means you might be placed on a wait list for the repair. Do not let this discourage you. It is absolutely essential to get your car into the queue as soon as possible. The longer you wait to call, the longer your potential wait for the actual repair will be. During your call with the service advisor, be sure to ask some important questions. Inquire about the current estimated wait time for the replacement parts to arrive and for the service appointment itself. You should also ask if the dealership considers it safe to continue driving your vehicle while you wait. Given the severity of this particular recall, some dealerships may advise against driving the car and might offer a complimentary loaner vehicle or a rental car reimbursement. This policy can vary by dealership, so it is vital to ask directly about their specific provisions for owners affected by this high-risk brake recall. The repair itself involves replacing the entire brake pedal assembly with a new, redesigned component that does not have the manufacturing defect. The procedure is relatively complex and should only be performed by a certified technician who has been trained on the specific recall process. Once the new assembly is installed, the technician will test the system thoroughly to ensure that the brakes are functioning correctly and that all associated sensors are properly calibrated. This ensures that when you get your car back, the problem has been fully and permanently resolved, restoring the safety and reliability you expect from your vehicle. Even if you've already checked your VIN and are waiting for a repair, or if you haven't checked yet, it's really crucial to be hyper-aware of the warning signs that the brake pedal assembly may be failing. Your own senses can be the first line of defense against a potential disaster. The most commonly reported symptom is a noticeable change in the feel of the brake pedal itself. You might experience a spongy or mushy sensation when you apply pressure, almost like you're pushing against something soft rather than a firm, resistant pedal. This indicates a loss of mechanical integrity in the assembly, which means your foot's force isn't being efficiently transferred to the braking system. So pay close attention to any new softness or increased pedal travel. Another critical red flag is a change in your vehicle's stopping distance. If you find that it takes longer than usual to bring your car to a complete stop, even under normal braking conditions, this is a serious cause for concern. You might find yourself needing to press the pedal much harder or begin braking earlier than you normally would just to avoid getting too close to the car in front of you. This is a direct manifestation of the defect and a clear signal that the braking system is compromised. Audible cues can also alert you to the problem. Some drivers have reported hearing unusual noises when they press or release the brake pedal. These sounds can range from a distinct clicking noise to a more worrying clunking or popping sound coming from the pedal area. Any new sound associated with braking is abnormal and should be treated as a serious warning sign. Finally, pay attention to your dashboard warning lights. The illumination of the brake system warning light ABS light, or a general vehicle stability control alert should never be ignored. If a brake-related warning light appears, you should pull over as safely as possible and call for roadside assistance. Continuing to drive under these conditions is an unnecessary and dangerous risk. The data and technical specifications from NHTSA tell one part of the story, but the real-world experiences of drivers really bring the danger into sharp focus. Across online forums and in official complaints, owners of these Honda and Acura models have begun sharing their harrowing stories. One owner of a 2022 Honda Accord from Texas recounted a terrifying incident during his morning commute. He described approaching a line of stopped traffic and pressing the brake pedal only to feel it go soft. The car continued to roll forward with very little deceleration. He had to slam his foot to the floor with all his might, barely avoiding a serious rear-end collision with a large truck. He said, "My heart was pounding. I thought for sure I was going to hit him. The trust I had in my new car vanished in that one moment." Another story comes from a mother in Florida driving her 2021 Acura MDX with her children in the back. She reported that while driving in a residential neighborhood, she tried to apply the brakes for a stop sign, but nothing happened on the first push. A sense of pure panic washed over her as the car drifted into the intersection. It was only after frantically pumping the pedal multiple times that the brakes finally engaged, bringing the SUV to a jarring halt. She expressed her shock and fear, stating, "You buy an Acura for its safety and reliability." To have the brakes fail on a quiet street is unthinkable. What if we had been on the freeway? This experience really highlights how the defect can appear suddenly, turning a routine drive into a life-threatening situation. These personal accounts are powerful because they translate the technical jargon of a recall notice into tangible human consequences. They're not just statistics. They're real people who found themselves in a moment of crisis, betrayed by the very vehicle they depended on for safety. One owner of a 2023 Honda CR-V mentioned that the issue may not always be a complete failure. He noted a subtle but consistent delay, a fraction of a second between pressing the pedal and feeling the brakes bite. While it hadn't caused an accident yet, he explained that half-second delay is the difference between a safe stop and an insurance claim, or worse. This really underscores that even a minor symptom can be a precursor to a much larger failure. These stories serve as a critical reminder that the defect is not a hypothetical problem that might occur in the future. It is happening to drivers right now. The symptoms can develop over time, starting as a minor annoyance before escalating into a full-blown failure. Even if your car feels perfectly fine today, the underlying component could be degrading without your knowledge. The experiences of these owners are a stark warning for every driver of an affected vehicle. It is essential to listen to these voices, recognize the shared risk, and take immediate action. Waiting until you have your own close call story to tell is a gamble that is simply not worth taking. As we conclude this crucial safety briefing, it's essential to recap the most important takeaways from this serious Honda and Acura brake pedal recall. The central issue is a manufacturing defect in the brake pedal assembly that can lead to a terrifying loss of braking performance. This is not a minor inconvenience. It's a fundamental failure of your vehicle's most critical safety system. The potential for the brake pedal to become unresponsive, spongy, or to fail completely, especially during an emergency stop, poses a direct and undeniable threat to you, your passengers, and everyone else on the road. The stakes really couldn't be higher since reliable braking is the bedrock of driver control and accident prevention. We've detailed how this defect affects a wide range of popular models, including the Honda Civic, Accord, and CR-V, as well as the Acura TLX and MDX. from model years 2020 to 2024. The sheer number of vehicles involved means that hundreds of thousands of drivers are currently operating cars with this hidden danger. And it's important to remember that even a brand new vehicle can be affected. The only certain way to know if your car is part of this recall is to check its 17-digit vehicle identification number, your VIN, on the official NHTSA website. This simple 2-minute check is your first and most powerful step toward ensuring your safety. The warning signs of a failing brake pedal assembly, a spongy feel, increased stopping distance, unusual clicking or clunking noises, and dashboard warning lights must be taken with the utmost seriousness. As we learn from the harrowing stories of other owners, these symptoms can appear suddenly and without much prior indication. A moment's hesitation in braking power can be the difference between a safe stop and a devastating collision. Therefore, if you experience any of these red flags, your immediate response should be to stop driving the vehicle and contact a dealership. Trusting your instincts can be a life-saving decision in this situation. Ultimately, the bottom line is that your safety and the safety of those around you is non-negotiable. This recall places the responsibility on both the manufacturer to provide a remedy and on you, the owner, to seek it out proactively. Waiting for a letter in the mail or hoping the problem won't affect you is a dangerous gamble. The information provided here is meant to empower you to take decisive action. The path to resolving this issue is clear. Check your VIN, contact your dealership, and get the free repair completed as soon as possible. Your life may very well depend on it. Moving forward, the single most urgent action for any owner of a potentially affected Honda or Acura is to act immediately. Do not postpone checking your VIN or scheduling a repair. With dealership service centers already facing high demand and potential parts shortages, getting your vehicle into the service queue now is absolutely critical. Every day you wait is another day you might be driving with a compromised braking system. We strongly urge you to share this information far and wide. Tell your friends, family members, and colleagues who drive these models. A simple conversation or sharing this video could prevent a tragedy and ensure someone you care about gets this vital repair. Beyond this specific recall, this situation serves as a powerful lesson in automotive vigilance for all drivers, regardless of the car they own. Modern vehicles are incredibly complex machines, and from time to time, manufacturing defects will occur. Staying informed about recalls is a fundamental part of responsible car ownership. Make it a regular habit, maybe every few months, to check your VIN on the NHTSA website for any new safety notices. This proactive approach ensures you're always aware of potential issues with your vehicle, allowing you to address them before they can escalate into a dangerous failure on the road. We also encourage you to become an active participant in the vehicle safety ecosystem. If you ever experience a significant safety issue with your vehicle that you believe is a defect, file a complaint with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. It's the collection of these individual reports from consumers that often help safety regulators identify widespread problems and pressure manufacturers into issuing a recall. Your voice matters and can contribute to a larger pattern that helps protect countless other drivers from experiencing the same problem. You're not just a driver. You are a crucial source of real-world data. In the end, remember the simple truth that your brakes should never be a question mark. They must always be the period at the end of a safe stop. They're not an optional feature or a luxury convenience. They are the essential core component that ensures you remain in control of your vehicle at all times. By staying informed, acting swiftly on recall notices, and encouraging others to do the same, we can collectively make our roads safer. Thank you for taking the time to understand this critical issue. Drive safely, stay vigilant, And never compromise when it comes to the integrity of your vehicle's braking system. Carhelpout.com is the best way to get a mobile mechanic auto car repair service shop on wheels to come to you. Whether you're stuck at home or on the side of the road, our mobile mechanics are ready to assist you. We bring the repair shop to your location to save you time and hassle. We also provide emergency vehicle roadside assistance, such as car battery jumpstart, flat tire road service, running out of gas service if your vehicle stops or has a problem on the side of the road or any business parking lot. We understand that car troubles can be stressful, so we aim to provide quick and efficient solutions to get you back on the road as soon as possible. Additionally, we offer pre-purchase used car buying inspection checkup services review. Whether you're buying from local dealership or private car owner seller, either from Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, automotive auction, or anywhere else, we can help you with PPI inspection. We can come to you at any location, whether it's your home driveway, your office parking lot, or even if you're stranded on the roadside.
Carhelpout.com. It's the convenience.